morning, students. So this is your DSP class, digital signal processing class. Okay, and today we are going to learn lattice structure. Basically, we are going to perform, or we are going to do some numericals of lattice structure. In previous lecture, what we did, we learned the realization of IR filter using lattice structure. Okay, so we did both the thing. We learned how to realize FIR filter as well as the IR filter using lattice structure. Okay, and now we are going to solve some numericals. As I said in the previous lecture, there can be two types. Okay, to realize the circuit. One is lattice structure to direct form, and second one is direct form to lattice structure. Okay, so first we are going to do case 1, where how to realize lattice or how to realize a filter from lattice structure to direct form. Okay, so suppose your question is like this: given a 3-stage lattice filter with coefficients K1, obviously because we are going to realize the lattice structure to direct form. Okay, so lattice structure coefficients are K1, K2, K3, etc., etc. So that means that K1, K2, K3 are given, and then we need to find out alpha 1, alpha 2, and alpha 3. Okay, and your K1 is 0.25, your K2 is given 0.5, K3 is 1/3. Okay, now find out FIR filter coefficients for direct form structure. So suppose your question is like this. Okay, so in this case, as we have discussed in the previous lectures, because K1, K2 and K3 three reflection coefficients are given, that means your filter is of 3-stage, obviously. So your M is 3 here. Okay, now first we are going to realize the first stage. Okay, and for first stage, suppose your transfer function is A1Z. So your A1Z is basically what? A0Z plus K1 Z inverse B0Z. Okay, we know that how this equation, or from where this equation is coming. We did this in the mathematical, or where we did the mathematical realization. Okay, so your A1Z is equals to your A0Z plus K1 Z inverse B0Z. Okay, now we all know that your A0Z and B0Z both are always 1. Okay, because see, I'm repeating it again. That your AMZ was what? Your AMZ was what? 1 plus summation K is equals to 1 to M alpha M K Z minus k. This was your AMZ, right? And we found out one formula also. We derived this also, that your AMZ is equals to AM minus 1Z plus KM Z inverse BM minus 1Z. We derived this. Okay, so from this equation we can write down that if you want to find out A1Z, so A1Z, because M is equals to, if you want to find out A1, that means your M is 1. If your M is 1, so from this equation it would become A1Z, M minus 1 means 0, A0Z plus M is 1, K1, okay, Z inverse BM minus 1 means B0Z. Okay, यही लगा है. So here the equation is also same. Okay, and we have the value of K1 here, 0.25. So our A1Z would be what? Our A1Z would be, A0Z is, and A0Z and B0Z are always 1. So it is 1 plus your K1 is 0.25 and your B0Z is 1. So it is Z inverse. So this is your A1Z. From this is your forward equation. We can easily find out B1Z. And your B1Z would be what? Only coefficients will get interchanged. Okay. So here the coefficient is 1. Here basically the magnitude is 1. Here the coefficient is 0.25. So these coefficients will get interchanged. So now here we will have 0.25, 1. So it would become Z inverse. So this is your A1Z and this is your B1Z. Okay. So we solved for the first stage. Now for the second stage. For second stage, we need to have A2Z, and from this equation only, this equation, we can find out that your A2Z is basically your A1Z plus M is 1 here. The second stage, so M would be 2 here. So this would become K2 Z inverse B1Z. Okay, and we have the value of A1Z here and B1Z there. So simply put these values. A1Z is 1 plus 0.25 Z inverse plus K2 is 0.5. Okay, Z inverse, and B1 is 0.25 plus Z inverse. So your equation would be like this. Okay, for A2Z. Now, if we solve this equation, so it would become 1 plus, if you solve this is 1 by 4, this is 1 by 4, and this is, so this would become 0.2, 0.5, 0.2, 3 by 8. Okay, so this is basically 3 by 8 Z inverse plus 1 by 2 Z minus 2. So your A2Z would be this. From this we can easily find B2Z. Okay, simply we need to put the coefficient in backward direction. So first we'll take 1 by 2, then 3 by 8 Z inverse plus Z minus 2. So this is our B2Z. Okay, now for third stage. For third stage, we need to find A3Z. So your A3Z, simply like from the previous cases. Okay, from this equation only. From this equation, AMZ, A minus 1, KM, Z inverse, B minus 1. So your A3Z would be A2Z plus K, M is 3 here, so K3, Z inverse, B2Z. Okay, so we have the value of A2Z and B2Z. A2Z is 1 plus 3 by 8 Z inverse plus 1 by 2 Z minus 2. K3 is 1 by 3 Z inverse. This is 1 by 2 plus 3 by 8 Z inverse plus Z minus 2. Okay, if we solve this, 1 by 2, so this is basically 1 only. This would become 3 by 8 Z inverse, 1 by 6 Z inverse, and this is, so this would become your 13 by 24 Z inverse plus 5 by 8 Z minus 2 plus 1 by 3 Z minus 3. This is your A3Z. Okay, so because we were having a 3-stage filter. Okay, so then this is the equation for a 3-stage FIR filter. From this we can easily find out the coefficients. This is your, because it is a 3-stage, coefficients would be what? Alpha 3, or we can say alpha m m. Okay, so alpha m, or m is this your sorry, not alpha m, if your filter. Okay, and then alpha m k, on k will be varying from 0 to m. M is 3 here, so first we'll have this is your alpha 3 1. Now second is this is your alpha 3, so this is alpha 3 0, this is alpha 3 1, it is 13 by 24. Now your alpha 3 2, 5 by 8, alpha 3 3, 1 by 3. Okay, so this is your answer. So now we are having coefficients for direct form structure. Okay, and we can easily design a FIR filter from direct form. Direct form is very easy. You are having input here xn, then first coefficient is 1, so it is 1 here. Then we are having a delay element. Second coefficient is your 13 by 24. We have already done this direct form realization in previous lectures. Then Z inverse, it is your 5 by 8. Z inverse 1 by 3. And this is your Y. So this is basically what that we were having: lattice coefficients or reflection coefficient or predictor coefficient, and then we found out the FIR filter coefficient, and then we designed that particular FIR filter using, or FIR filter with direct form realization. Okay, so this is your first type of numerical. Now second type is direct form to lattice. Second type of numerical is direct form to lattice. So we can, what we can do, we can simply take the previous example. Okay, in previous case, what were our transfer function, or what was the transfer function that we got? This was the transfer function. Okay, we can simply write it down. A3z is equals to 1 plus 13 by 24 z inverse plus 5 by 8 z minus 2 plus 1 by 3 z minus 3. That means FIR filter coefficients or FIR filter transfer function is given like this, and then we need to find out k1, k2, k3. Why k1, k2, k3? Because from this expression, from this function, we can easily say this is a third order filter. So we need to find out k1, k2, k3 from this. Okay, we already know the value of k1, k2, k3 from the previous, so we can easily verify this. So A3z is given. Okay, if A3z is given, so we all know that your alpha 3 3 is nothing but your k3, or in generalized case we can say that alpha mm is always your km. We did this. Okay, we did this in mathematical realization lecture. So this is a fixed case that your alpha mm is your km. That means your alpha 3 3 is your k3. From this is what? Alpha 3 0. This is alpha 3 1, alpha 3 2, and this is your alpha 3 3. So our alpha 3 3 is 1 by 3. So that means our k3 is here, 1 by 3. Now we need to find k2. So k2 is what? From this expression we can easily say that your k2 is nothing but your alpha 2 2. K2 means m is equals to 2. So K2 is nothing but alpha 2 2. So we need to find out alpha 2 2. Okay, so to find out alpha 2 2, because this was a third order equation, so A3Z was here. So to find out alpha 2 2, we need to find out alpha 2Z. Alpha 3Z is here. We need to find out alpha 2Z. Alpha 2Z. From alpha 2Z, we can find out the value of alpha 2 2. So we did this expression also, right? We got one formula after complete derivation in the first lecture, and the formula was this, that your AM minus 1 Z is equals to AMZ minus KM BMZ upon 1 minus KM square. Okay, this formula we already derived in our first lecture. From this formula we can easily find A2Z from A3Z. Okay, if I want to find out A2Z from this formula, that means we have to put M is equals to 3. So if we put M is equals to 3, okay, so this would become A2Z. M is equals to 3, so this is A3Z. This would become M equals to 3, so K3. This is B3Z. This is 1 minus K3 square. We have the value of K3, and what is that? Our K3 is 1 by 3. Okay, we have A3Z here. From this we can easily find B3Z. So what our B3Z from this A3Z? Our B3Z is simply a backward equation. So simply write down the coefficient in the backward direction. So last coefficient is 1 by 3. So B3 in B3Z, your first coefficient would be 1 by 3. Plus second last is 5 by 8. So this would become your second coefficient 5 by 8 Z inverse, plus 13 by 24 Z minus 2, and plus Z minus 3. This is your B3Z. So we have to solve this particular equation, we have A3Z, B3Z and K3 also. So simply put the values of all these three. A3Z is 1 plus 13 by 24 Z inverse plus 5 by 8 Z minus 2 plus 1 by 3 Z minus 3 minus K3 is your 1 by 3 from here. Okay, K3 is 1 by 3. Multiply by B3Z, and that is your 1 by 3 here from here, B3Z. 1 by 3 plus 5 by 8 Z inverse plus 13 by 24 Z minus 2 plus Z minus 3 divided by 1 minus 1 by 3 ka whole square. Okay, so it is very easy to solve this. We can directly solve this. So we'll get, if we solve this, we'll get 1 by 3, 1 by 3. Obviously Z minus 3 term will get cancel out because it is 1 by 3 Z inverse. This would become 1 minus 1 by 3 Z inverse. So we'll not get 1 Z inverse Z minus 3 term. Okay, so if we solve this, we will get A2Z is like this: 1 13 by 24 Z inverse, 5 by 8. So it would become 3 by 8 Z inverse plus 1 by 3. If we divide this, this would become 1 by 2 Z minus 2. This is your A2Z. Okay, after dividing from this term. From this we can write down B2Z also. B2Z would be what? 1 by 2. Simply write the coefficient in the backward direction. So 1 by 2 plus 3 by 8 Z inverse plus Z minus 2. So this is your B2Z. From this A2Z, okay, this is your alpha 2 2. So alpha 2 2 is 1 by 2, and this is nothing but your K2. So now we have K2 also, and the value of K2 is alpha 2. Okay, now we have A2Z. Now we can find out A1Z also. So from this equation here, if we want to find out A1Z, so we need to put M is equals to 2. Okay, so if you put M equals to 2, so it would become A1z is equals to A2z minus K2 B2z upon 1 minus K2 square. Okay, so your A1z would become A2z minus K2 B2z upon 1 minus K2 square. Okay. Okay, so now we have the value of A2z, we have the value of B2z. Simply put these values. So A2z is 1 plus 3 by 8 z inverse plus 1 by 2 z minus 2. K2, value of K2 is what? It was, I think, 1 by 2. B2z is, from this, B2z is basically, from this we can write down 1 by 2 plus 3 by 8 z inverse plus z minus 2. 1 minus 1 by 2 whole square. If we solve this, we'll get A1z. And your A1z would be, again, we can easily see that this is 1 by 2 z minus 2. This would also become 1 by 2 z minus 2. So z minus 2 term will get cancelled. So, and now we'll get the A1z, that would be 1 plus 1 by 4 z minus 1. So if we have A1z, that means this is what? This is alpha 1 1. And your alpha 1 1 is nothing but your K1. So it is 1 by 4. Now we have values of K1, K2 and K3. K1 is 1 by 4. Your K2 is 1 by 2. And your K3 is 1 by 3. We can verify it our previous numerical. Okay. In our previous numerical, where the values were given. Yeah. See. This was our previous numerical. K1 is 1 by 0.25, that means 1 by 4. Your K2 is 0.5, that means 1 by 2. K3 is 1 by 3. Okay. And now we can realize a lattice structure also using these coefficients. In lattice structure, it is very simple. First you have input, because this is a FIR structure. So it will be like in the simple form where we have input in left hand side and output the right hand side, xn. Okay, after xn, here we have delay element zn, z inverse. Then we have adders here. Coefficients are getting multiplied here. And first the coefficients will be like K1. It is here K1, K1 also. K1 is basically what? 1 by 4 only. Okay, now again this is K2. K2 is basically 1 by 2 here. Okay, before that we'll have a filter also here. Z inverse, adder, again a delay element, sorry, filter, not filter, Z delay element. K3. Okay, so this is your Yn then, and this is your Gn. Okay, so this is basically your lattice realization. K3 value is 1 by 3 for FIR filter. Okay, now the point is we just discussed the IR designing also, but how we are going to do that? It is very simple. You have the values of K1, K2, K3. You just need to design IR filter as per the coefficient. See, we just did the IR filter designing, and the designing was like this. Yeah. Okay, so what we need to do, because we need to design the third order. Okay, we need to design the third order filter here. So it is like this. This is first order. K1 values, we are having the K1 value. Then again the second stage we'll having K2 value. Third stage we will having K3 value, and like this. So what we'll do, we'll simply repeat this first stage for the 3 stages and put the values of K1, K2, K3. Only the coefficients getting multiplied, like input value, like for the case of lattice structure, also for the FIR filter, we were having input here and output here. But if we're going to see the method to find out K1, K2, K3 would remain same. Okay, the changes would be what? That the change would be that only the designing of this filter would be different. Like here, instead of xn, we'll have yn. Here, instead of yn, we'll have xn here. Okay, so we'll repeat this stage for 3 times, and the K1, K2, K3 values would remain same. Okay, so this would be your IR structure designing, and the process and the method would remain same to solve these equations. In next lecture, we're going to discuss the lattice ladder structure. If you want, I can also discuss, or I can also design the IR structure also. You can, if you want, you can comment or you can ask me in the comment section. So I'll upload one lecture also for IR designing after solving this numerical. The method of numerical would remain same, only designing would be different. Okay, thank you.